Hey, how you doing? This is Lee Gerstmann. I have another record review for you, and it's kind of late at night, and I kind of drank some, and so I just sort of kicked back and listened to an album by Sly and the Family Stone called Small Talk. I had heard of Sly and the Family Stone for kind of a long time. I had an album by the Atlanta Pop Festival in Isle of Wight, and it had Sly and the Family Stone doing Stand and You Can Make It If You Try, and I always really loved that two songs and that concert album. So I was kind of always into Sly and the Family Stone, and I hadn't heard a hell of a lot of them, but two albums that I did have, I had the album, um, I think it was, Stand, and I had the album Small Talk, and yeah, those were really cool albums, and so I decided that I would be reviewing Small Talk since I hadn't heard it in a long time. And I remember, I might like some of it and whatnot, but still, it's always good to revisit an album that you haven't heard in a long time. So I heard it again, and I don't know how much my opinions changed or not changed, but I'll just tell you what I thought of the songs. The first song, Small Talk, it's like a stoned out version of Stevie Wonder's work. I like it. It's weird, but intimate and hip. And then Say You Will, that one's not my favorite. It was, to me, kind of like the Philly sound, but not quite to my taste. The melodic element to it. I do like some Philly soul, but this kind of didn't sound great to me. But anyway, then um, Mother Beautiful, that was kind of like a really small, um, like 1 or 2 minute McCartney solo song, but it was quite substantially good. And then Time for Living, this type of um, song, it's like it's fulfilling and it makes this song worthwhile. I very much like it. And then Can't Strain My Brain. Um, that was a lot like Stevie Wonder. This song is awesome. And then Loose Booty. That was cool and funky, but ultimately filler. It was okay, but not great. And then Holding On. This reminded me of Parliament. It's not bad. And then Wishful Thinking. That was a cool song to get stoned to, apparently. And then Better Thee Than Me. This reminds me of the group Stoneground. It's a fun get high song. And then Living While I'm Living. This sounds like filler, maybe fun filler, but filler. It was okay, but not my favorite. And then the last song, This Is Love. This is like a 50s doo-wop song. It's great. So I would have to say, basically, it's a pretty good album, but it's the sort of album that there are a few filler tunes on it, and it's not 100% perfect. But if you like to get high, or you like to drink, and you like to just kick back and just listen to some kind of maybe a little bit funky, but more slow and like I just want to lay down on my floor type of music, this is a good album to listen to. Not all albums have to be totally intense and upbeat and funky and like a treadmill where you go blah, 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 blah. Some albums can be a little bit more quiet or a little more, slow like this. So I would have to say, if you're a fan of only Sly and the Family Stone's more upbeat stuff, you might not like this album. But if you are a fan of his stuff overall, and you're kind of like, yeah, I can dig this kind of slow stuff he's doing, I'd say get it. Anyway, this has been my review. Take care, everyone.